Good eve. Well, good morning, I should say. It's 1
Yes.
o'clock in the damn
Happy
morning.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to I Shot Him Six Times YouTube horror movie channel. It is 1 o'clock here in the morning Eastern time, and I see we have 12 lovely people here that have been waiting for this stream to happen. I greatly appreciate everybody's patience. You guys know I do work, somewhat late. And I did happen to go stop by our buddy Destin, over at Destination Stations channel for his live discussion regarding the Scream 7 trailer and stuff like that. Now, I will let you guys know for anybody who wasn't a part of Destin's stream, I have not watched the trailer yet. I have literally given myself blue balls all day long just so I can watch this trailer here on the channel with you guys so you guys can see my live reaction. And plus, I was busy earlier in the day and stuff, so I didn't want to rush anything. I wanted to have some time with you guys, and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to finally sit down, relax, watch this trailer, and get into some Scream 7 discussion because, Eric, this is what we have been waiting for. And real quick, everybody, welcome our guest here to the panel, my good friend Eric, the bearded one, the bearded entertainment, not so new to the beard, as he likes to also refer himself as. Buddy, I'm glad that we got to hang out a couple weeks ago in Lexington, and I'm glad that we get to hang out here tonight. And the mother load is here, man. The one we've been waiting for all fucking year. Scream 7.
And it's not even a teaser. That's the thing. Like, I was expecting a teaser trailer. This is a full-on trailer.
Right.
So, like, they didn't, there was no, it's just out of nowhere. Like, this morning, there was a lot of rumor that it was going to drop today. I thought the trailer was going to be in theaters only at first. I thought it was going to, play in front of a new movie that came out this week.
Right. Well, you know me, man. I was expecting at least a teaser during the I Know What You Did Last Summer. You know what I mean? Something.
That would have been nice. I feel like that would have been nice. That was real early, though.
Yeah, it was. But like you said, we got a full trailer, not a teaser, which is really surprising because I expected a teaser trailer too before we got an official one. But hey, we're here now. So that's what all that matters. That's also, in my opinion, kind of a good sign. Like, okay, fuck a teaser. Let's give the people what they want to see, or a real taste of what we should expect to see in this movie. And I can't wait. And before I do play the trailer, you guys, I am going to get to some of you guys here in the comment section. I know you guys have been patiently waiting, and I greatly appreciate your patience. So I do want to acknowledge everybody here. And also, I don't want to, I'd be remiss not to mention this as well. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support. No matter how much time, sometimes I go without posting content and stuff like that. You guys are so loyal to me, and I greatly appreciate it. We have hit 2,000 subscribers, dead even, here on our Shot 'Em Six Times YouTube horror movie channel. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys that has made this happen, and I am definitely going to try to get a hold of Val, and we're going to put a celebration stream together here in the next couple of weeks to commemorate this milestone, because I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys know how difficult it can be sometimes for me to stream and stuff and put out content, with me working a regular job and having other things going on in life. And you guys still find time to show me love and support and keep this channel going. And I greatly appreciate it. So before we get into the trailer and stuff, I do want to say what's up to a lot of you here in the chat. I know some of you guys have been waiting for a while. Keep in mind, I'm not going to be able to get to every single one. So everybody that is here, I do want to acknowledge you and say thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you. If I don't get to see your comments, that you've been leaving here for the last 30 minutes to an hour, I greatly apologize. I'm just trying to catch up so we can speed up the process and get into the conversation as well as the trailer. But I do want to acknowledge our good friend Shannon, Talking Star Wars, a member for 10 months. Thank you so much for your continued support, Shannon. It's greatly appreciated. Like, it's awesome having you here in this community. And every single one of you guys, whether you're a member or just a regular subscriber, I love every single one of you guys. It's awesome. You guys keep my confidence up for sure to continue to do this. Yeah, DJ, for sure. What's going on, DJ? Hope you're having a great night. Saying it's been way too long since the live stream, but I keep being patient when the next Woodsboro movie night arrives. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like Destin said, we are working on that. Like I said, most likely Sunday nights are going to be the best time for me to do it and stuff. It's not going to be able to like maybe do it like a couple nights out the week like we used to, given my work schedule and the fact that I am kind of getting off later at night and Destin does work in the morning. But have no fear, we are going to narrow things down and we'll get back on the grind for sure. I do want to say what's up to Coop the Coop. What's going on, buddy? Glad to see you here. NRU saying calling it now. McKenna Grace is Stu's niece. Okay. And her mom is Leslie Mocker, but she had to change their names for protection, like how Sid did when they were going after Sid now. Possibly, man. I mean, we'll see. You know what I mean? I'm super excited to get into the trailer. So let me get through all of you guys' comments. What's up, Paula Fitzhenry? Glad to see you here, as always. Stella G, what's going on, girl? If I don't pull some of you guys' comments up, I'm just trying to zoom through everything. So, just don't take it offensive. Yo, what's up, Amber? Necessary Distraction. Saying hello, all. What's going on? Hope you're having a great night. Well, great early morning. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody here in the chat.
Happy Halloween, dude.
Yes, sir.
This year is almost over. It's crazy.
It's fucking nuts, man. Time just doesn't wait. All right. So no, DJ, hang around, man. Don't worry. I'm sorry. We're here. You know what I mean? Don't worry. We are here for sure. PLLA3P saying he pushed it back. Well, we are here now, buddy. Sorry for pushing it back. Like I said, I did get off a little bit late, and I stopped by Destin's stream to show him some love and stuff like that and have a conversation. But we are here now. We're about to start this trailer. And I did see that Jordan Talks Film was in the chat. I'm pretty sure, he ended up having to go because he has to work and stuff in the morning. But Jordan,
he's still here. He said he's going to hang out for a few more minutes.
All right, cool.
But he does have to wake up in 4 hours. So,
all right. Well, we're about to get this bad boy started. Brisk with the bars saying, when does it start? It starts now, buddy. All right. All right, everybody. So I am caught up in the chat. We're going to get this bad boy started. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer. I know some of you guys got to get up for work in the morning, and you are kindly awaiting to see my reaction to this trailer. And I do want to acknowledge this real quick. Fled. Kyle, thank you so much, man, as a new member here to the channel. Thank you so much, buddy. I greatly appreciate you. And much like Destin said, we got to get together for a stream here very, very soon, man. And thank you so much for your continued support as well, buddy. Amber say, Marcus, 2K is amazing, man. Congrats. Yeah, thank you so much, Amber. And thank you to every single one of you guys that made this happen. Like, it truly is amazing and stuff. I can't wait so I can get my schedule narrowed down so I can start giving you guys more content that you deserve because you guys are awesome. All right, let's get this bad boy started because I know some of you guys are waiting. All right, so let me get the screen pulled up here. Share screen. Yes, share my screen. Oh, there it is. Ooh, look good, look good, look good. All right, why is this doing this? All right, there we go. It took me over to, is it pulled up?
It's not on this. There it is. Okay.
Okay, so why is it not? I can't. All right, there we go. It's a little laggy. So let me press play.
I would make it full screen.
This is it.
Wait, what was that?
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer.
Go ahead, pause it real quick.
Yeah.
Make it full screen.
All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. It should be expanded to full screen. There we go. That's the best as I think it's going to go on here.
All right. If you don't mind, remove Amber's comment really quick so you can see the full screen there.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Just like, okay, dude, I'm locked in on this.
No, you're good, bro. Thank you for that because I wasn't even paying attention to that. All right, about to press play. Let's go. Woo!
This is it.
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer B&B.
Oh, that's so cool. It's a motion detector.
Shit. That ain't.
Hello?
Hello, Sydney. Did you miss me? Nice little town you found. You and your pretty daughter. Reminds me of where we grew up.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney. Not this time.
Down to the end.
Yo.
I want to be a fighter, like you. If you hurt her,
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
let's unmask this fucker.
All your friends died for just being near you.
Where is my daughter? Tatum, listen to me. He's trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna have to shoot him through the wall. Where? To the right of the door. Shoot him now! Do it now! Oh, you got him. He's dead. You need to make sure you shoot him in the head.
Woo.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Mother!
This is gonna be fun.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it at the end?
It's gonna be fun. Oh, bro. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think you should do it one more time. Like, let's talk about it for a second, and I think watch one more time.
I think
Dude,
we
it's-
do too. Oh my god.
That
bro.
is gonna be fun, and you can tell it's different. You can tell it's modern. Like it's not. They didn't use the line from the first one. Did you catch Dewey's voice?
Bro. What did you say, bro?
Did you catch Dewey's voice?
I didn't. We're gonna have to watch the trailer again.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to watch it again. And when you like right before you see Mark, her husband, get like attacked. Right before you see him get attacked, listen to what's being said, and if you listen, it's Dewey's voice.
Bro. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna end up pulling up the trailer here in a second. Back up and rewatching it again in its entirety. So you guys are gonna get the double whammy. We're gonna watch it again. But I just want to say, just off first reaction, wow, that looks amazing. And I think the thing that stands out to me the most is the building of the tension. That is something that we have said that Scream 5 and Scream 6 severely lacked, was building of the tension. There was moments of it, there were spots of it, but it wasn't consistent like some of the past movies, like the first two especially. Bro, the tension in this trailer is just, it's, in my opinion, otherworldly. Like that part where she's like, oh, just a motherfucker hiding, behind, a mask or a voice, whatever she said. I have to re-listen to
Another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm not hiding this time. And this motherfucker jumps from her attic. What? Like, it kind of has that Black Christmas vibe to it in that moment. Like, this motherfucker's living in her attic, bro. Oh my god. Oh, and real quick, guys, we have a knock at the door. Another guest. You guys know who it is. This is my brother from another mother. Destin from Destination Station. Bro, did you just watch that reaction? Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Destin. Destin, you're muted. There you go. Hey.
No, I was on a phone call and it lasted longer than I expected. So you already watched it.
We're gonna watch it again.
Bro. Bro, Destin, what you like to say? They cooked. They fucking cooked. They overcooked with this trailer. Like, I was just telling Eric, the thing that really stands out to me is the tension building. You feel the tension building through this trailer, and that's what's really buzzing and standing out to me. And we're going to rewatch it again because there's other things that I want to, pick up on. Now I'm probably not going to get no sleep because even after the stream, I'm going to be breaking this some bitch down relentlessly. But I think what's also interesting too is, oh man, are you guys getting one killer vibes?
No,
you're not.
I think it's going to be multiple.
I think it's at least two. So here's something we talked about, and you like we'll talk about it now, so you can pay attention to it. The animatronic Ghostface.
Yes.
I don't think that's an animatronic.
I don't neither.
And then but you see her looking at that while another one comes up behind her.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could be wrong. It could be a single killer. Like it would, if this is the final part of a trilogy, then it would like going into back to Scream 3 type. It would one killer would track, but I don't know. I'm not getting. I don't know anyone who truly believes we actually had a single killer in Scream 3. Like, do y'all believe we only had one killer in Scream 3?
No, not really.
No, it would be cool if they did kind of right that wrong a little bit.
So I don't know, man.
I think how that whole animatronic scene is going to play out is I think the one that sneaks up behind her is Jimmy Tantro. Like, I think that's why she's drawn closer to that animatronic, because she knows something ain't right about it. Like, it's just a little different because, why is she going back up to it and looking at it like that? So I think the ghost face coming up behind her is probably Jimmy Tantro trying to scare her a little bit, like a prank. She turns around and he pulls the mask off, laughing, whatever. And then the animatronic comes up alive and like stabs and comes to attack her.
That's interesting. That definitely could be the case.
I could see that playing it out like that. Or we could be getting similar to like Scream 6, the opening of Scream 6 of like maybe Jimmy Tantro is a killer, and trying to kill her. And then
that was cool in Scream 6, but I don't want to see Kevin Williamson copy that,
But he is a fan of Scream 6, and he loved that aspect of it.
I mean, that's cool. I don't want to see him copy it, Like I want to see him do something we haven't seen before,
Bro, like all I know is this. I'll say this. I want to say there's going to be multiple because it just usually is, with the outlier of 3, even though I do believe Roman had help. I will say this though, just from first look at the trailer, I think it's possible that the main killer who's doing mainly all this stuff in this movie, it's going to be revealed one killer in this movie, but the second killer is not going to be revealed until maybe that ending scene, possibly where the house being burned down isn't the opening. It could be actually the ending. And then that's where we get to reveal, like, okay, there is more than one killer, but we only revealed one killer in this movie. You know what I mean? You'll get the second reveal in the next one and stuff like I'm kind of getting those vibes, man. I don't know, but I do know one thing. Roger L. Jackson sounds very, very fucking dangerous.
It's a little different in this one. Like if you compare it, like you can tell his voice has changed a little bit.
Yeah, and I like
it. It's like a more, I don't know. It kind of feels like, it's gonna sound weird to say, sounds like a more mature sound to it.
Yes. Yes, it sounds older. He sounds older. He does.
Yeah.
He very sounds old, like raisin.
I think it's perfect. I absolutely love it. Like, it makes him sound a little bit more menacing, in my opinion, without it being over the top menacing, like in Times 4 kind of he sounded a little bit. You know, like I asked you a question. What's your favorite scary movie? Like, and like I always felt like that. I liked his voice in there, but it's like, okay, those moments are a little over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff. This, it's like, ooh, this is like hook, line, and sinker. It's very, very just dark sounding and just dark, but yet smooth, yet subtle. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's crazy. Carrie, what's going on? I'm glad to see you here. I do want to get to some of the comments real quick. And Jordan, I see you said send a link. Okay, I'll send you a link real quick, buddy, or whatever. I know you got to work or whatever and stuff soon. So I'll send you a link so you can come on. I just hope you get some rest, so you can go do what you got to do at work. Solar guy AJ, what's going on? Glad to see you here. Saying I do Marcus. It seems like one killer. Yeah, I mean, I really am at first look getting just one killer vibes, but it's going to be two in total. But the second one's not going to be revealed till later. But hey, could be wrong. We don't know yet. We'll get more details as more stuff comes out. Carrie's saying, I think at first it is an animatronic, but I think there's a ghost face behind the curtain. Ooh, interesting. What do you guys think about that?
I don't
think
know.
that they could do. I don't know about the behind the curtain, but I think they could do like a switcheroo. Like it is animatronic first, and then they leave the room, and then when she comes back in, it's actually Ghostface. Like he's like replaced himself with it. Like
right.
Put the animatronic in the closet or something like that, or hidden it, and he's kind of pretending to be the animatronic, and maybe that's what we see when she's up close on it.
Yeah, that's possible, man. There's so many possible things, man. Like it's crazy.
And I wonder if there's more than one animatronic in the house.
I just think that shit is sick. Like even if it is an animatronic and it's not really like a person. You know what I mean? Like, if it's just an animatronic, that shit is sick.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan, I sent you a link. All right, so Jordan's going to be popping up here. So once Jordan comes on the panel, I'm going to pull up the trailer again, and we're going to watch it again.
Marcus, real quick, I think I may know a way to pull it up to like have it buffer less.
Okay.
If I share it out, will that work?
Maybe. Maybe.
Hold on a second.
I have no idea.
Can you add? I just added it, but you didn't add it to the thing. Can you add it to the thing real quick and let's test it?
This is it.
Oh, you can hear
it.
How does that look good to you?
That looks great to me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we could just leave it there, and then whenever he comes on, we can play it. You can remove it from the thing for now. But yeah, so that I actually like downloaded the 1080p copy.
Nice.
So it's not like trying to stream it; it's just playing it from my computer.
Hell yeah!
Look at that fucking mocker.
I try to put it on here in my clips or whatever, and I can, but then I forgot. Like it'll overlay everything. You won't see no reactions or nothing, and stuff like that. If I just put it.
So did you download it too?
I did download it, but I downloaded.
What you do is when you go down to like where you're sharing your screen, select video file.
That's right. See, it's been a minute since I did that type of shit. That's right. Yeah, I have to add it as a file. That is right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me about that, bro. Because it's been a minute. All right, so Jordan is here. We have another guest. Let me let him in. Yo, what's going on, Jordan? Long time no see, bro.
What's poppin', man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. I don't know why my phone isn't flipping for some reason. Hold on. Give me a second.
Turn that bad boy wide. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, it's being weird. I mean, it's still like, you know how, like, because you sent me through Instagram.
Yeah,
how, like, here, let me open an external browser.
That's how it be with my phone and stuff, too. I would say it was just good there for a second.
All right.
I just got.
He's on another one. Down at the bottom.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hold on. Let me remove this one then, and then booyah. There we go.
There it is.
You're muted, buddy. I think you're muted.
Oh,
you're still muted.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Video got right, but now the audio ain't right.
I can see your mouth move, but I can't make out the words.
Yo, fucking Destin.
What movie's that from?
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone brought up a comment there about them being a like an Airbnb or something, and they do the woman.
Say something, Jordan.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we're good.
All right, bet.
All right, now what was you saying, real quick, Eric?
Someone said, curious if Stu's house is supposed to be an Airbnb. She does say here that they're staying at like the Psycho Killer B&B.
Yeah.
So I think it is a B&B there. So,
Yeah, no, that's basically been, I want to say confirmed. I mean, I guess you could say now because of the trailer it's confirmed, but that was something that I like read and seen like that was going to be like, that was official. Like Stu's house is now an Airbnb after the Freeman sold it.
Do y'all think that is this Eric? Do you know if this is like a soundstage or is this the actual house?
I know they filmed at a soundstage in Atlanta. As far as I'm aware, they did not go to California to shoot.
Actually, somebody had said, I guess because somebody who like had it like a credible source or was like the source themselves, they said that the scenes inside the house and stuff like that, most of the scenes inside the house, and I want to say maybe even outside of here, that is the actual house. But the scenes where the house is getting burned down is a set piece.
Yeah, I heard that too. I think that's
interesting. I wasn't aware that they filmed in California at all.
Yeah. I mean, could that person just be bullshitting? Maybe. You know what I mean? But I will say this. I mean, compared to how it looked in Scream 5, this looks like it's the legit Stu Macher house. Like,
and that's what I was thinking. It did have a feel. It had a better feel.
Teal Kit saying Stu and his son are the killers. Maybe Stu does have an offspring. I mean, if he's been in hideout all this time, I mean, maybe. I mean, Billy was fucking having kids in high school, so it's not impossible.
right. I think it's definitely going to be Stu's sister. I think so.
I hope not, man. That was the same thing they did in the previous movie.
Oh, with the Baileys?
Yeah, like that's the exact same thing they did. And then that's the same thing they did in Scream 2. And I'm just like, to give me something original. Like, don't bring a brilliant writer like Kevin Smith back to do the exact same thing they just did. You know?
Kevin Smith. That's Silent Bob.
Oh, Kevin Williamson. Jesus, I've been getting names wrong all day. I will say, I love Kevin Smith too. Dude's a great filmmaker.
Holy shit, Silent Bob. It's that Daily News chick, Connie fucking Chung. Hey, Connie,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Also, fucking Wes Craven liked Kevin Smith.
Had him in the movie.
That's why he had him in the movie. And Wes Craven was in their movie. So,
well, they were both Miramax. They were both under.
Yeah,
Miramax.
like Wes Craven shows up in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
So
that's
actually, Kennedy.
Yeah, they're making a Scream thing in there, aren't they? They're making like a like in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They're filming a Scream thing, but it's a monkey.
Yeah,
when they take the mask off.
And Shannon Doherty was yeah.
So
I think Chris Rock was directing.
At
Leonidas Gallagher.
Leonidas Gallagher. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, sorry, I had a hard time pronouncing that. Saying hello, I shot him 6 times. Well, hello, Leonidas. Thank you for being here. I think you are new here to the community, and welcome. Glad to have you here.
Leonidas is a badass name.
It is.
Yeah.
I do want to get more of the comments. Brisk with the bar saying, I hope this opening kill is brutal. We'll get into it a little bit more. We'll get into it a little bit more once we get done watching the trailer a second time. But I even said it on Destin's channel. I don't think this is the opening scene. I think this might be actually the ending of the movie. But we'll get into that here in a little bit.
So what do y'all think is the opening scene? You think we've seen it in the trailer? If it's not this,
I
No,
don't
I
know.
Yeah, if it's not this, I don't think we saw it in the trailer yet. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think this is the. I still think this is going to be the opening. I'm gonna put some money on it.
Dude,
Oh, well,
I have.
apparently,
Go ahead.
apparently Amber is asking Carrie and Val, let's see if someone, aka Des, is paying attention this time.
I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. I just got lost in the mix. I'm sorry. I was really behind. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Ash Williams, 4205. Thank you for being here. Glad to see you. Saying, what if it's Randy, devil's advocate here? You talk about the biggest, like, let's really be honest. If we're going to bring back a dead character, right, as a killer, that would be fucking shocking, especially if they did it in a way that made sense and stuff. That would be really shocking. Like, it's Randy we're talking about here. You know what I mean? Like, before we watch the trailer again, what do you guys feel about that?
I think it'd be Martha before it'd be Randy.
I think it would ruin the franchise, and it would definitely put it into supernatural territory. Like, you could do anything at that point.
Boy said, I think it would ruin the franchise. He just said it. He said it would ruin the franchise. I'll say this. I mean, I wouldn't want Randy to be brought back in that type of way. I just think he's too much of a lovable character and too much of an important piece to the legacy of what we love about, especially the original movie, that just doing that would just they already took Dewey away from us, even though I have my reservations or whatnot. But they already took Dewey away from us, you know what I mean, and stuff. So it's like, don't take Dewey away from us and then bring back another likable guy character that we really liked a lot and bring him back as a killer. Like, the only likable guy character that should be brought back as a killer is the likable guy character that was a killer, and that's Stu. You know what I mean? If you're going to do that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I can't get down with the Randy. But, I mean, playing devil's advocate, I mean, it would be a fucking hell of a surprise. Like, would you not be surprised by that? Especially if they made sense. Like, I know I would be. I'd be doing what Destin says I do when I get pleasantly surprised.
I would be surprised by it, but I would also be surprised if they brought Casey Becker back. It wouldn't be a good surprise, but I'd be surprised by it.
I mean,
Do y'all think we're going to get rules in this one?
I hope not, honestly.
You said rules?
Yeah, and if we do, who would be our film nerd? Do you think Mindy would still carry that on, or do you think it'd be somebody else, like one of Tatum's friend group, like McKenna Grace or Celeste or somebody?
Honestly, I hope we don't get any rules. We think we're gonna get some scene like that, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I thought 5 and 6, like in part 1 when Randy did it, and in part 2, it was natural feeling. Like, it was a conversation that just led into it. Part 5 and part 6 with Mindy felt like, okay, let's schedule this meeting where I'm going to tell you all the rules. And then she stands up and gives this lecture on the rules. And it just felt forced to me.
Yeah.
I would love if it was going into, in part 7, it was going into like, oh, we're about to hear the rules. And someone's just like, there are no rules anymore. No one is safe. Anyone can die, and no one's dead.
What if, like, Mindy gives some rules? Like, here's my thing: is like they come into town with Gail. Mindy gives some rules, and one of them is you never run into whatever, or gives some sort of rule. But she breaks her own rule to try to save somebody, and it gets her killed. Like, I think, like, if it had like an impact like that, I'd be okay with the rules. But if it's just some like the way she delivered it, it felt like a joke in 6. You know, it
And
has to be
also,
serious.
none of the rules she gave make any sense. That's why I don't want there to be any rules, because there are no rules in a horror movie anymore.
Yeah,
it
There
feels
are
like it
no
would just
set in
be-
stone rules to be safe.
Yeah, it felt like because the last movie, it felt like they were just checking a box, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, it felt like it was so forced. It was like, we have to follow this formula. I would love
Yeah.
if someone's just like, there are no rules.
Like, what if someone's trying to give the rules and someone says, "Shut the fuck up," you know, like, and it's like that's it.
I said this.
Like they're in a party or something, and they just like interrupt. And just shut your shit up. Like
I said this back in the summer when we did that live stream with Steven on his channel, Destin, when we were talking about Scream. I said, if we're going to have rules or whatnot, why not let it be an AI version of Randy giving the rules, but it's Ghostface.
Yeah.
But it's Ghostface who's giving the fucking rules this time. You know what I mean? Just as something different and just something fucking cool. Like, this is Ghostface calling their own shots. They're going to call their own shots anyway, but basically they're getting a little bit different with it, a little bit creative and shit like that. Let Ghostface give the rules, but as AI Randy. You know what I mean? You know, as a nice little way to fuck with Sydney or something like that and stuff. At Dodd Stammy 4243, and I'm gonna read this comment and then we're gonna rewatch the trailer again and then get into some even more deeper discussion because I really want to hone in and really just like focus, you know what I mean, and stuff instead of just, you know, that first time reaction. Now it's time to do the homework and stuff. But at Dodd Stammy 4243 saying Steel Marker is the killer. We already know. Well, whoever Steel Marker is, he better be a fucking badass son of a bitch, because that's a hell of a name. Fucking Steel Marker.
He is making fun of Stu, right?
I believe so.
Okay, I was like, am I crazy, or I'm so terrible with names right now? I'm like, is there someone who was announced that I forgot about? Like, okay,
Yep.
we're good.
All
Maybe
right.
it's on the phone and it's predict. It's like a predict text or something.
Carrie saying, picture it, Amber, Stu, and Mickey past Ghostface's teaming up. A better duo, in my opinion. 2 wild cards together.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't mind them two pairing up. I mean,
yeah, that would be crazy.
That would have been a crazy fucking duo for sure. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that would be dope. But they're kind of like, I don't know. It almost wouldn't work. I wouldn't say they're sort of similar, but like at the same time different enough. But I just don't feel like they fit. They wouldn't like cooperate with each other well for some reason.
I think the problem is they would have no one pushing them in the right direction.
Right.
Like, how many times in Scream 1 do you think Stu did something just freaking crazy and out there, and Billy had to be like, "Hey, cool your shit," to like keep him on track? And I think Mickey would be the same way. That's why Miss Loomis was there, to like point him in the right direction. I think if you put Stu and Mickey together without someone there to point them in the right direction, you're gonna get anarchy. You're just gonna get bodies hitting the floor with no rhyme or reason to it, which I would be okay with, actually.
Yes.
Like, you know what? What if there actually isn't a motive this time? What if it's someone just wanting to be like, I can take it all away?
Yep.
And like, I don't care. I don't know you. I don't care about you. I just want to see if I can do it. I would love that. Love that.
I think I know who's going to give the rules.
Carrie saying, Ghosty, just so you know, I'm not being serious about the Stu and Mickey comment. LOL. Well, I don't know. I think me and Eric kind of are. I mean, that's anarchy right there. That's brutality at its finest. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the pairing.
Yeah. And I got kind of like 3 theories based off of a line that Ghostface says in the trailer of who the killer could be. Should I wait till we watch it a second time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's watch it again real quick, and then Jordan, we're gonna start with you and your theories, and then we'll work our way up from Bearded, and then Destin, and then to me, because I know Destin, you're on a time limit.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it here soon.
All right, yeah. So press play on the trailer, Eric, and then we'll get into the deeper dive.
Here we go.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
This is it.
Halloween.
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer B&B.
Oh, that's so cool. It's a motion detector.
Yes. I'm sorry, that is sick.
Hello?
Hello, Sydney. Did you miss me? Nice little town you found. You and your pretty daughter. Reminds me of where we grew up.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney.
I love that rotating shot.
Not this time.
Darth Vader.
I want to be a fighter like you. If you hurt her,
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
let's unmask this fucker.
All your friends died for just being near you.
Where is my daughter? Tatum, listen to me. He's trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna have to shoot him through the wall. Where? To the right of the door. Shoot him now! Do it now! Oh, you got it.
Oh, that's at the shop.
Yeah.
He's dead. You need to make sure you shoot him in the head.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Mother...
This is gonna be fun.
You're a Dewey this time, didn't you, Marcus?
Yeah. Did you hear Dewey this time, Marcus?
Go back to where I'm supposed to hear Dewey.
Okay, it's right. Okay.
A little more.
Okay, that's Celeste O'Connor right there. She's gone. She's done.
Yeah. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
It's right.
Absolutely.
I think
Right.
Mindy is too.
Yeah, I think it's right here.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So no one talk. Just listen.
All your friends died for just being near you.
And you
Says
know what's
all your
crazy?
friends died just for being near you.
Dude, the first time I saw the trailer, I thought that was her husband. I was like, that's oddly malicious for her husband to say to her. But that was
No,
Dewey.
that's Dewey. That's Dewdrop.
Bro.
You're gonna make my boy Dewdrop. I hate just by that dialogue.
Mindy looks
Ghost-
good right there.
That's Ghostface using Dewey's voice to fuck with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think that's all we're gonna get of Dewey as well.
Well, yeah, I think it just crushed my hope in theory. It just crushed it, just with that one. But you know something? That's pretty fucking cool. But what will make it cooler is if they use the same AI voice for Dewey for fucking Gale.
That's what yeah. Yep.
Dude, yeah, we said that like Destin. I remember Destin and I had a very similar thought like months ago of how Gale should get a call from Ghostface as Dewey because she never wrote the book about him like she said she was going to. Like she just tried to pick up and sell and profit all the murders off the murders like she did from the first one. So I think it would be really dark to see Gale get a call from Dewey.
Bro, I mean, if you're gonna have him call Sydney and say something like that, then I would like to think then he has to be calling Gale too in this movie. Like I can't just see Dewey's voice coming back just for that one moment. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to use Dewey's voice as a way for Ghostface to, you know, be menacing and fuck with Sidney, it would have to be the same for Gale too. And preferably do it before Gale gets killed. Like during the scene where Gale's supposed to die. You know what I mean? And that's something I found interesting too, is that it really does seem like Gale and the twins aren't showing up from my perspective so far. They're not showing up until maybe what? I want to say halfway through the movie?
Something like that. I think so.
Yeah, like
right here, it looks like there's somebody sitting behind them. So they're at that bar or that restaurant having a beer.
They're on the bar
they're looking up at right, and they're looking at the TV like they're like a news broadcast or something. But then they get attacked in this bar, so I'm thinking Celeste is probably a waitress or something that works here, and they're in the same location. Because why are they all three in the same location? And maybe it's about closing time, and some of the people leave, and then it gets kind of eerie, like, oh, it's only us here, and then that's when Ghostface attacks.
Yeah, and do you think they're gonna get like as much screen time as Sidney did in Scream 5, or less, or more?
Sidney's getting more.
No. I know Sidney. Like she's gonna be. That's probably gonna be like the most she's been in a Scream movie, apparently, or at least one of them. But I mean, like the twins. Do you think Chad and Mindy? Do you think they're gonna be like basically disrespected, kind of like how Sidney was in Scream 5, where she was only in there for like 5 minutes? Or do you think they're gonna be in there longer?
I think that they're gonna be in here less. They're not going to be in the forefront. I think that they are going to be there, but I think that one of them are gone. I think Mindy's gone. I think that look that you see on Chad's face, it looks like he's like in a freezer or in the back room of this restaurant. He looks like he's devastated because there's a fight with her. It's like they're trying to save Celeste's life or something, because this is where Ghostface shows up. And look right here. I think he sees Mindy dead right there. Maybe she's hanging on a hook in the freezer or something.
He's outside, I think.
And that's the line.
No,
you think that's outside? That there's a cooler.
Yeah. As I say, that actually does look inside.
Now look at Mark at that next one. Go to that next frame. Mark's right there. He looks menacing right there. He looks like a killer right there.
He does.
Look, he's already got injured. Like he's already been hit over the head. I think he's investigating something.
Yeah.
This.
That looks like something under construction, like a house under construction.
It does.
Yeah. All right. So just from playing this shit back in my head, I know it's Outlier. I know it's Outlier as a motherfucker. I know it is. What if this is fucking Sam Carpenter?
That would be incredible, bro. I want.
What if this is Sam fucking Carpenter? And the reason why it's kind of sticking to me a little bit right now is what Ghostface says to Sidney when they call, "Did you miss me?" That is the same thing that Ghostface said to Sam in Scream 6. The same exact dialogue.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that would be a big twist if she shows up at the end.
And think about it.
Craziest marketing.
Burning down the Schumacher house. I'm going to burn it all down. Like, in order for her to break free of the stigma of being Billy Loomis's daughter or whatnot and stuff.
She's not breaking free of it. She's playing into it.
In her mind, as somebody who struggles, with mental illness or with finding out what her true identity is. Some people go down that dark path, and though it doesn't seem logical or make sense, in their mind it makes sense. You know what I mean? Right. And stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I mean, listen, it's Outlier. It's just an outlier thought. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, that would be fucking nuts. I mean, because think about this too. And then Stella G said this. I'm not hiding this time. so they hit before.
Yo,
So
okay, can I say one thing real quick?
that's the
Now,
line.
now you can pertain that to them going to be revealing Stu as alive and that he was in hiding this stuff this whole time. But my point is this too: who hid from Woodsboro for 5 years? Sam did. So I'm just saying, man.
I see where you're going with that,
Bro,
man.
I got
Yeah.
3. Remember, I had. Oh wait, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jordan, and then we'll get to Eric.
Okay, yeah, dude, I had 3. So this is the exact line I was talking about, where I was like, okay, this gives me 3 ideas. I'm not hiding this time. So 1, it could be Stu, but it would have to be the theory where he's behind Scream 6, 5, and 4, right? He's been out behind that the whole time. You know that theory?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna be like, I'm not hiding anymore. It's kind of like his Thanos moment, right? Because
He's been there the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, you
But
know what? These dudes keep failing. I'm gonna go after them this time. Or it's Angelina, because what if it's revealed that Angelina was the second killer, but she was hiding during the reveal the whole time or something?
I like that.
And then Leslie Mocker. I think this is the most likely one. I think it's Stu's sister that's going to be the killer. Even Killjoy Jake, he thinks this too. But my theory is it could be different things. It depends on if Stu Mocker's sister is his older sister or his younger sister. But maybe, what if it's revealed that Leslie Mocker was somehow at the house or something and she was hiding? Or what if she was involved in the first movie, but she was hiding? Like, that could mean that. I feel like that might be what it is. You know?
I like all 3 of those. I think all 3 of those ideas are viable.
And you know, like you kind of got my wheels turning, Marcus, with the whole Sam Carpenter thing, because that would give him the reason why. Like, what if it's revealed that Sam was Sydney's daughter, and Sam discovered that, and that's why she wants to kill Tatum.
That's amazing, bro. That would
makes sense. I mean,
that would destroy the franchise.
Are you serious? Why?
I don't personally think so. I mean, but this
Sidney Prescott has a daughter that we've never heard about.
I mean, why is that not?
Because it's Billy Loomis's. She gave it up for adoption at a young age.
That's what Maureen Prescott did with Roman.
But she wouldn't.
Yeah, but we also established Maureen Prescott was a terrible person. Sidney Prescott is the heroine.
But at the same time, you would also still somewhat empathize with Sydney, because at the same time, you look at it as, okay, she did it because she had a kid with a killer. And
and you can also say she really didn't have to have the kid. She was literally giving it up for adoption. Like,
yeah, because it was right out of high school, and it was
right. Sam and Tara aren't related at all. Then,
hey, I've said it. You know what I mean? Because I've said it before.
Wait a second.
You know what I mean? It's possible that they aren't related. I mean, for what?
So
Sam
you're saying that it's Billy and Sydney's child is Sam.
This is
Tara is completely different.
This is how I always looked at in regards to Scream 5 with Sydney and what's her name, Samantha. I just always felt like there was something more there. And then there's something else too. In the original plans for Scream 6, Sydney was supposed to abandon her family in Pine Grove or whatever they were going to have her at in Seattle or whatever to go help Samantha and them. And at the end of that movie, she tells Samantha and them, this was literally in the script or whatever, you guys are my family now, or some shit like that. Now, why would you go through all that for somebody that is not that's not really related to you? You're going to choose somebody outside of your own family? That doesn't make sense.
I think that was just bad writing, and that's
radio silence bad writing.
Yeah, you can say that as bad writing.
That Sam Carpenter is Sydney's daughter. I'm walking out of the theater.
I'm just saying, you can see it.
Well, at the end when it's revealed, so you done seen the whole thing.
So you're getting a Latina baby from Caucasian Billy Loomis and Caucasian Sidney Prescott.
None of that race stuff matters, though, in my opinion, because one, they never established the Carpenter sisters as Latina. We just only assume they are Latina.
No. They were established as Latina.
Did they ever speak Latino?
Marcus, remember me? You
Did
had
they
this
ever?
conversation
Did
a
they
couple
ever?
years
Hold
ago,
on,
bro.
real quick. Did they ever once mention anything about them being Latina in those movies? No, we only assumed them to be a Latina because of the actress playing in them or whatever. But I'm always going to bring this up. Charlie Sheen is a prime example. He's an Hispanic who played multiple Caucasian characters and stuff. Multiple, even his dad, Martin Sheen. To this day, and even he just admitted it in an interview not too long ago. The reason why we took the name we did and portrayed more American is because as Hispanics coming up, we couldn't get a lot of acting jobs and stuff. I know a lot of people who didn't even know Charlie Sheen was Spanish.
I didn't.
You know what I mean? So none of the race stuff, like in regards, I get where you're coming from, Eric. Yes, from a visual standpoint, yes, we know.
No, I'm coming from a common sense standpoint, man. Like they even say it in interviews and stuff. She's listed as the first Latina final girl in Scream.
Yeah, but that's just the
man, what's her name? What's her name? Melissa Barrera. We never got confirmation that Tara Carpenter or Samantha Carpenter, the characters, were Latina. Not once. Never heard them speak Latina. Nothing.
Marcus,
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying. It's
Okay,
not
what-
impossible. This is
I'll say it is impossible.
This is why I say it's not impossible in regards to Sydney and Samantha being mother and daughter, in regards to basically doing things. I've said it before. There's been times where Sydney has mirrored Maureen Prescott in her actions throughout the franchise, whether it's her going to be an actress, so on and so forth. Just like in college, she wanted to be an actress, just like her mother Maureen and stuff. So there was moments where she mirrored her mother. Who's to say, especially after getting pregnant to Billy, that she didn't mirror the same thing that her mother Maureen did without even knowing it at the time? Because in this moment, she's pregnant to the guy who tried to kill her, the guy who who did kill her mom and stuff. So why would she want to keep that child? You know what I mean? At that young age.
You're right. She wouldn't. She'd get an abortion.
You know what I mean?
I feel like she would give
Maybe
it up
not.
if her mom.
Yeah.
Her mom didn't get it.
Maybe
I don't know,
because her going to Windsor College would have been like her trying to start over and start a new path because of what she just went through with Billy.
It's just crazy. Like I don't know.
I
think
think
you
you
have
have
a
a
better
better
shot
shot
of
of seeing Casey Becker back on screen than you do of seeing Sam Carpenter revealed as Sidney Prescott.
I don't believe.
okay,
No,
that's
Bearded, no.
I will shake your hand $1 million bet.
If
right
we
now,
got $1 million, I would make that bet. I don't got $1 million.
I will shake your hand $1 million
Okay.
bet. It will never be revealed.
I honestly would not get
that
mad
Sam
if
Carpenter
You know what I'm thinking
is
of?
Sidney Prescott's daughter.
I wouldn't get mad if the mask is
I've
on.
always
If it gets taken off and it's Sam, I think my mind would be blown. I'd be like, holy shit.
Oh,
So
well,
her
yeah.
is the killer. I'm not saying her is the killer. Like I'm not saying that. I don't agree with that, but that doesn't ruin the movie.
But being the motive of being her daughter, and that's why she's wanting to burn it all to the ground
that
and
doesn't.
kill her.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, hey, look. Hey, have y'all seen the
Why
show?
doesn't it?
Shameless?
I've seen other things make far less sense in the Scream franchise or a lot of horror movies.
Such as what?
I mean, everything. Like, I mean, there's.
Give me an example.
You're saying that's like the most ridiculous thing, like it doesn't make sense, like at all.
It does make
Like,
sense.
it's
in
not
regards to
possible
hearing
because I
the-
mean this has been
Sidney Prescott in 3,
but
4,
this has been a
5.
topic and a theory since Scream 5 that she's probably Sydney's daughter. A lot of people have
Look, have y'all
theorized
seen
that.
the show Shameless?
No, I never really watched
I've seen
it.
some of it.
I've seen
So,
clips.
Do you remember Destin? Do you remember like it might have been in season 1, season 2? Do you remember the brother Liam? He's full on black. But Monica and Frank, they're both white. And it's revealed that Frank is the biological father, and everybody's shocked. They're both super white, but they had produced a black child.
Oh, I didn't get that deep into it, but I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know who the characters you're talking about.
So I feel like they could do that, but Shameless, I want to say Shameless is a silly story, but it's really not. It's like a really deep and a lot of times incredibly dark series. So I just kind of
It is. It's got a lot of dark humor. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I want to point out something. All of the Ghostface theories that have been thrown out right now, or most of them at least, you're basing it off that hiding comment that Ghostface makes in the trailer. And to that, I will say, what did Ghostface say in the trailer of part 5 or part 6? You've never seen one like me before. There's one like me before. That wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah,
I just said that.
That's what I'm saying. Like some of the stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If Dustin said that, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, they can.
Once y'all start talking about Sam being Sydney's daughter, I'm like, I'm almost logging out here because I just tune out. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think that's the most absurd thing.
They could cut that from the trailer, but they could also keep it in the movie. We don't know until we see it.
It's true, but I'm just saying, like, to make a full-on basis of who's being Ghostface using that single line.
Right.
No, that doesn't. I'm looking at like.
I'm just giving. I mean, there's multiple lines. I mean, there's even lesser things, lesser clues that we have pointed to in regards to Stu being alive that we think makes sense. So, I mean.
Okay, let's change it for a second. Let's say
I do want to get to this comment from Carrie real quick. Okay. Saying, Lucy, you're talking about what's written on a script rather than what's on screen. To us as the audience, we go by the visual, and visually it just does not make sense. Well, this is where I disagree with that, because I've been standing on business since Scream 5 that interaction between Sydney and Sam to me always screamed there is more between this relationship than what they're telling us right now. I will never believe for a second that Sydney Prescott, as smart as a final girl she is supposed to be, literally trusted the daughter of the man who tried to kill her, the man who killed her mother. So nonchalantly just, I'm going to put a tracker on her car. You can sit there and say, she was trying to avenge Dewey. I'm not sitting there saying that's not the case. What I'm saying is the lengths that she went through to go through that, putting a tracker on this girl's car, but also in a way, and people may disagree with this, you know what I mean? For all you know, you could have been walking into a trap. You can go try to avenge your friend all you want. You could still have been walking into a trap, and you still willingly, basically, without any real knowledge on who Sam really was, put a tracker on her car and followed her basically to Stu's house. That to me screams motherly intentions. I'm sorry.
She is a mother at that point.
Yeah, but she's not her father.
That's what I'm saying. She's not Samantha's mother. And this is the daughter.
But it doesn't matter. She's a mother.
But this is why it does matter. This is the daughter of the man who killed your mother. Why would you trust her? You know what I mean?
Which she talks about, like, getting over that in her book and moving past it and forgiving people. Like,
and that's cool to forgive people, but at the same time, let's really be like, you can forgive people, but are you really going to be trusting of them? I'm gonna put it this way. Let's put it in this way. Let's say if my father was a serial killer and you met me or whatnot, you may think I'm cool just on, you may think might not be nothing like him, but in the back of your mind, you might also think, man, I wonder if he does have those tendencies too. It's common sense to have those feelings and those thoughts.
Yeah, but you know what? Also, though, you're absolutely right. But also, if I knew you were getting chased down by a killer, I'm gonna help try to save you.
But for all you know, I could be setting all this up myself. I could be faking being chased by killers because I put them up to it.
You could, but you know what? As a good human being, I'm gonna try to save you.
But I don't think Sydney's over drinking that much.
Hold on, I just realized that. Is that? Oh, okay. I just got caught up in the trailer. Ghostface is behind that tarp. Wow, I didn't.
I was actually going to talk about that. Was that like
a move closer to the tarp there?
That's sick. I didn't notice that or whatnot. But listen, I mean, like I said, it's outlier. But the reason why I always felt like it wouldn't be that impossible to do that story is because it would basically be Sydney. What was Sydney's number one fear? Was becoming her mother. She even said that in Scream 1 to Billy. I'm afraid I'm gonna end up just like her or something like that along those lines. So how ironic would it be that
to make her just like her?
I mean, that's her biggest fear. Her biggest fear then came true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
And we're not talking about her biggest fear coming true until 20 years later.
It
I ain't
happens.
buying it, man. I'm not buying it.
Hey, it is.
It would
what
have to be somebody that's not Sam. It
Because
can
for
work.
because you got to think of this too. Just like with Marine, for all she knew, she thought she left that life in the past, and it would never catch up to her. You know what I
So
mean?
we're gonna repeat the story with Sam too, because she had this huge breakdown because she realized the
Hey.
man she thought was her father wasn't her father. So she's gonna repeat that.
Hey,
And then, dude, there's too many coincidences there that it just.
I'm just saying. Well, that's what I felt watching Scream 5 between the relationship. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? That's what I felt, and I've always felt that way and stuff. Does that mean that's what they're going to do? No, but I do find it very, very interesting. Okay, let's just say it's not Sam. Let's just say it's not Sam. What if Sydney didn't fuck around and have a kid to somebody that she didn't want? I mean, there's a reason. I'll put it this way. It is interesting that there's a reason why Ghostface is specifically targeting Tatum. I don't want to say specifically, but Tatum is a target. Can we agree to that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the plot synopsis says so.
I think so.
I think no, the plot synopsis says they're going after Tatum. It doesn't say Tatum's the target. I think they're going after because here, what did Ghostface say? And I'm not following my own rule, but what did he say to Sydney in the trailer? I'm not going to hurt her till you're here to see it.
Right.
Sydney, the target. Ghostface is using Tatum to mess with Sydney because if he just wanted to kill Tatum, he didn't even have to wait till Sydney to get there.
Yeah,
he could before they get there.
You make a good point with that. I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be a little bit more than what meets the eye in regards to.
It's Mark Kincaid.
Well, keep in mind too. Also, Sydney has another daughter, at least more daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't even technically know if it's Tatum that got kidnapped.
Isn't Tatum now? My big question is how old is Tatum? They can officially confirm how old Tatum is in this movie.
They don't. I do know for the casting call, they were looking for someone who could portray 17 years old.
17 years old. So, and they're obviously picking up with in what today's timeline, 2025, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's supposed to be 2025 or 2026.
Okay, so that means she would have been born.
She would have been born either right before the events of Scream 4 or right after the events of Scream 4.
Yes, she would have had to been born between 2008 and 2009 or whatnot. Yeah, she would have had to been born then or whatnot. What's going to be interesting is I'm also interested to see, are they going to like kind of give us a little backdrop on how long Mark and Sydney have been together? Because if you recall in Scream 4, I mean, they could have been boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that, but I don't recall seeing like any engagement ring or anything on Sydney's finger. And of course, we didn't get no mention of kids or anything like that.
I think all we got was Dewey saying like, "How's Mark?" or something like that, right?
Yeah.
In Scream 5.
So,
hey.
Yeah, Scream 5.
Yeah, Scream.
Did you guys watch the Scream TV series?
Yeah.
Yes. What if, think about it, what if they just do what they did in the TV series but with Sydney? Maggie is Sydney. What's her name? Emma is Tatum. And then Piper would be the secret daughter. It's not Sam, but it's somebody. She had a baby with Billy and gave it up for adoption because she didn't want to get an abortion. She just wanted to give it up for adoption, let it have a life, right? And then it comes back pretty much to honor, essentially. Just like
okay, so who's up for bets?
Hold on, real quick before.
Like if y'all really think that could happen, I'm throwing all the bets y'all will take out there.
I'm gonna say before we get into any of that,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Have to head out and stuff because Destin's gonna get up for work in the morning and stuff. So thank you for stopping in, bro. You know it's always a great time having you here. We're gonna be communicating and we're gonna be talking more about this, because I know we're all of us here are going to be like a bunch of hyenas breaking this trailer down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. We got a lot of time to do that. If I didn't have, I wish I could stay longer, but I can barely keep my eyes open over here.
You're good, bro. Get some fucking rest, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on here. So what I've gathered here today is we got some known unknowns and some unknown knowns.
That's the
best way I've ever heard to describe a Scream trailer.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you, buddy.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Bye, everybody in the chat. I love your faces. I'm out.
All right, bro. Oh, man. Now, all right. So what was we placing bets on now?
I'm placing bets on the Sydney having an illegitimate secret daughter, since I think that ship has already sailed with Samantha, with Billy having the secret daughter.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, maybe I'm going the most grounded with it, because I think 5 and 6 took some liberties to try to tie their movies into the first one.
Gotcha.
Like 5 and 6 definitely they put some stuff on there that they threw. Like Leslie Mocker didn't exist before 5 and 6. Sabrina Carpenter didn't exist. Not Sabrina, fucking Christine Carpenter. I did it again, man. I did it over there on his channel too. Christine Carpenter didn't exist before 5 and 6.
Right.
I think, and now we're basing everything on this Kevin Smith or Kevin Williamson movie based on just those. And I'm thinking I don't think that's the way he's going to go about it, man. I think he's going to go back to the beginning and do something completely original. And if that's the case, I don't want another secret daughter. I don't want, for me, I think it would be the best if Ghostface is someone we've literally never seen or heard about.
Right.
Yeah. And to be fair, I don't think it's going to be a daughter. Like, that was just an example because Marcus was talking about what if Sam is her daughter? And I was like, if they were to do that, then it wouldn't be Sam. It would be,
because I'm just looking at that trailer and I just see those shots, of Ghostface really really on Tatum's ass. You know what I mean? I'm just like, the whole burn it down thing, and I don't know. I'm just like, man, what if they went in that direction this time and really fucking pulled a swerve on us? Like, oh yeah, Melissa's fired, but she really isn't. You know what I mean? And shit.
Yeah, dude, I think
if it was Melissa reveal at the end and she just snapped, I'm not opposed to that. Like that would be something I don't see coming. But
I would be cool with that too.
Dude. What if if it was Melissa, here's something I could see happening. Melissa's biggest fear is losing her sister. If Tara gets killed, that would be enough to make Sam snap. And Tara got attacked in that house. She could go burn down the Mocker house. That piece of it's gone. She could go Chad and Mindy, go get them. She could go after it all because she loses Tara.
Bro, that's what
I would appreciate that. I don't know, her being Sydney's daughter and wanting revenge after this time, that's too much for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Simple. She loses Tara and she loses it completely.
Dude, that's what I was thinking a couple months back when I was brainstorming. I was like, what would be really cool is if Sam Carpenter was a killer. And I was like, how would they do it? And I was thinking okay, Tara probably dies, and then for some reason, she dies because of other character, and then there's another movie after that where it's years later, and then all of a sudden Ghostface is back, and then at the end they figure out it's Sam because she wants to kill whatever character did whatever to get Tara killed type stuff. I think it would be something along that line if she came back, personally.
Hey, I'm down for whatever. If she comes back as a killer, as long as you do it right, or do it in my opinion, that even would make sense. Even if it wouldn't sit right with others, if it makes sense to me that I can understand it, I wouldn't mind it. You know what I mean? Do I think it's going to happen? No. I mean, I don't think. Unfortunately, I don't think Melissa is going to be in this movie at all. But just as a Dark outlier, just based on what we're hearing and seeing so far in the trailer, and granted, this is the first 2 times watching it. I might have a fucking different opinion the third time, fourth time, fifth time watching it, especially in regards to the dialogue and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Just hearing those certain lines, I'm just like, man, that would be crazy if they pulled a fucking swerve on us and this fucking chick is in this movie and she's the fucking killer.
That would be like history,
turning it all
down, bro. Like that would be cemented in more history, bro. Think about that. The most crazy marketing campaign. They pretended to fire just so it could be the most shocking guilt.
Right. That would be fucking nuts.
Also, think about the fact that there was like 4 or 5 new cast members who were announced that we didn't see in the trailer. Like we haven't seen Anna Camp, we haven't seen Ethan Embry. There's like 2 or 3 of the younger cast that was announced that we saw in behind the scenes stuff. We didn't see them in the trailer. So there's at least 4, and I'm thinking it's closer to 5 or 6 cast members that were announced that we didn't see in the trailer. So I don't think it's going to be Anna Camp. I think Anna Camp is going to be Sydney's neighbor, maybe. And I think they're going to be friends. I think when we see Sydney coming home and there's all the like reporters out in the trailer, I think maybe Anna Camp's character has died. Because I don't think that's at her house. I think that's like her neighbor's house.
That's
so I think her friend might die. I think it's going to be somebody who is trying to take everything from Sydney to make them lose it.
Yeah. And, dude, honestly, I think they're going to play it safe. I think Killjoy Jake is right. He was like, some dude, it's so clearly just going to be Stu's sister. And here's how I think they're going to like kill off the Stu Macher being alive theory if he's not alive, right? I think they're going to have it be Stu's sister. And bro, the Scream TV series has so many great ideas. There's this moment in season 2 where, you know, I'm not going to spoil who the season 2 killer is, but whoever is the killer in season 2, they dig up, you know, Piper, right? And you get to actually physically see her bones. So I think that maybe like Stu's sister at one point in the movie, like we see Stu's gravestone, like, you know, headstone, but of course, you know, that could just be fake or something. But later in the movie, she for some reason digs him up, and that's like our confirmation. All right, we got Stu's bones. He's dead. No more theories, basically. And then, you know, it's because she was involved back in the day or something, and she just wants to kill Sydney because Sydney's the reason why there's so many Ghostface attacks, and she just wants to end it. And her son Vince got killed, and I think that's what it's going to be.
That's lame. If I'm being honest, man. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. Like that'll put it in the bottom half of the franchise for me if that's what they do. Because, like I said, that's 4, 5, or 6. That's what 6 was. Hey, yeah, we lost our child. I lost my son, and they lost a brother and sister. So now I have to avenge them and stop this because you're obviously a killer.
That's different though. That's different because think about it. Scream 6 was definitely a copy of Scream 2, of course, right? But they and a lot of people get this wrong. I don't know how people miss this. The thing that separates the Bailey's motive from Mrs. Loomis is Mrs. Loomis she probably felt like guilty for being a shitty mom and shit, and she really cared about Billy, and so that's why she went crazy or whatever. The Baileys, I feel like the Baileys, they genuinely would have just been like, okay, you know, my son was a killer. It was a justified killing. But the reason that they went after Sam is because how she killed him. He said, like, look, if you didn't kill him this way, like, it wasn't until I saw what you did to him that I went, you know, crazy and decided to do all this and stuff. I feel like
he said it wasn't until I saw what you'd done to him that I knew you were a killer.
No, he was like that. I knew you had to die because
yeah.
Remember how brutal
he snapped and was like, "You had to fucking die. You had to be punished."
Right, bro, because dude, that's excessive. She stabbed him 23 times, slit his throat, and shot him 3
I don't know,
times.
man. I think that's like semantics in writing. He was gonna kill her either way. Like,
I don't think he would have went after her though if it was like if she like shot him once. Okay, my son was trying to kill you. Damn, you stabbed him 23 times, slit his throat, blew his brains out,
Well,
shot
see,
him in the heart.
I
he
think
was going after her either way. Like,
yeah, I have to agree with Eric on that because you got to think about it like this too.
Mhm.
Like why would they try to do the whole Woodsboro truther thing to frame Sam for the murders? Like, you know what I mean? Like one way or another, he was going to kill her and then try to frame her for everything to make it look like Richie was not the one who did anything. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Even though he knew his son was, obsessed with Stab and he was a killer, he was still trying to basically frame and kill Sam.
Yeah, they were pinning it on Sam that Sam did all the murders and didn't frame Richie.
Yeah,
so like
he was going to try to get her ass either way, but it didn't work out too well.
I think he would have gone after her either way. It was his son who he knew his son had an issue. Like he helped Richie collect all that stuff and the obsession with Stab. Like he knew about that for his whole life. Like even says something like, did I he says something like, did I
feed
let
into
him,
it a little?
yeah, did I over embellish on his whatever, I forget the term, but you know what I'm talking about. So he would have gone after him either way, like after her either way. And because if it was just her, then why would he also go after Tara? Why would he like if he wanted to go after Sam to punish her for this? That would have been the easy way. That would have been easier to do, to go on an elaborate killing spree to get to Sam. He was gonna I feel like they're overindulged. That's thank you, Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way he just went to her therapist's office, killed the therapist and stole her file. I mean, if he just wanted to, straight up and kill Sam, he could have caught her ass during the session.
I mean, I think it's for the same reason that Ghostface is going after Sydney's daughter. I think Ghostface in this new movie, low-key, wouldn't even care if they killed Sydney. If they killed Sydney's daughter, I feel like they would hurt her enough for them to be like, all right, I'm satisfied. That's why I feel like they're going after Sydney's daughter. So them killing Tara, I think that would have just been to torture her a little bit more before they actually killed her. That's what I think.
I mean, possibly, but I think they were going to kill her either way. That's the thing. I don't think if she had just shot Richie, they would have been like, okay, my son was in the wrong. I'll leave him. I'll leave him alone. No, I don't think that's the way they would have gone. They would have still done it. And man, there's, like I said, if they go the Leslie Mocker route, it's too easy. It literally, and if they do it, it's just going to be, oh, okay, so it's literally going to be like, okay, cool. It's Stu's sister, and then we get up and leave. Like that's really what it's. I mean,
it would be too, because we expect that, especially with the Stu house being involved. That if Stu's not going to be alive, then it would have to be Leslie. So I kind of hope it's not. And I never really wanted it to be Leslie Mocker.
Here's why I think it's different and why it makes sense. I think it's different from Scream 6 and 2 because the only reason, think about it, if Vince didn't get killed in Scream 5, I think Leslie, she might have been spending her whole life trying to heal from everything that's happened, the trauma, being Stu Macher's sister and all this crap. And I think her son dying was like, oh shit, like, bro, like I spent all this time healing and my son is dead. Like, bro, this wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for Sydney. And that's
not true.
Because remember, the whole killer's point was to come after Samantha and them in Scream 5. And Vince was connected to basically Mindy, Chad, and all of them that were there. There was no connection to Sydney at all.
The Ghostface is still the legacy, remember? Because
Vince was killed by somebody who Sydney had never met or heard of.
Right.
And they were going after someone that Sydney had never met or heard of.
Right.
If you want to go back to the legacy of the beginning, it's Gail. If Gail hadn't written the Woodsboro murders, Stab would have never been made. Stab
Right.
would have been made, then Richie doesn't become a fanatic and go after Vince. So you want to go after who it's all about? It's all about Gail. It's all Gail caused all this. I hear every time, all the time, well, it's all because of Sydney. No, it's because of Gail.
Yep.
Well,
Even
yeah.
Gail admitted it was her fault in Scream 5.
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
Cotton
she
Weary,
did.
she wrote the book on Cotton Weary. That was national news. Cool, whatever. Even if what had happened, it would have been national news for a second. But Gail wrote the book and sold the movie rights, and they made Stab, and that's where all the copycats. That's where Mickey came in. That's where Charlie came in. I mean, obviously, Emma. What's Emma's character's name? Jill. Jill had a little
Jill.
bit different of a motive, but that's where Amber and Richie came in, and then Richie caused his parents to come in. I don't know. I feel like in
Roman.
part 2, when you hear, we make a joke about it now, but when you hear Mickey yell Billy's mother, it was a surprise. You're like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Right.
And then not like in part 5, you're like, oh, okay, it's his father. Makes sense. There was no, like, for me, it was like a, okay.
Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah.
I don't want that again, because right now, going into this, I'll say going into it, it looks exactly like what you're saying. It looks like it will be Leslie Mocker.
No.
I think it looks that way because it's not going to be that. Like, I think they should be smart enough now. Like, if they're making it look that way, it's because it's not that way. If they did want it to look that way, like if they were purposely trying to point us to someone else, I would think
Like
maybe
Stu?
it is someone we've met before.
They make it look like Stu's coming back though. He was like where we grew up. So I think it is Leslie. Like,
Yeah, but they
yes, it
never
looks-
said he
but that's
never
only
said
to us
we grew
hardcore
up
fans.
together.
But that's only to us hardcore fans that would be expecting Leslie. The average fan is just, oh, Stu, that Stu's voice.
Average
that's
fan
really-
doesn't even think Stu's alive.
I know, but they did announce Stu though. I'm saying that like, I
But
feel
they
like the
also
average-
announced other dead people. Like they announced Dewey was coming back. So if you're like, if we're talking average fan there who doesn't know about Leslie, those average fans also don't believe Stu Macher's alive. They might have saw Matthews coming back, but they also saw Dewey was coming back after seeing him get shish kebabbed, and they heard
Right.
Roman was coming back. So like, I don't know, man. Like I think they're pointing it to someone. Like I said, dude, it does look like they're pointing toward Leslie. That's why I don't think it's going to be.
Right. And you know, if we're being for real, I know you guys say it's Gail. It's really Roman though, and he is coming back for a voice AI, a flashback. So maybe it has something to do with that because he actually started it. Not
Yeah,
Gail,
he's the
not-
one who told Billy and Stu to go for it. So you right. I'm just saying like what started the craze of Stab, because from 5 on, 5 and 6 are both Stab related.
Right.
Because so and the Stab relation or the Stab subline only started because of Gail.
Right.
But yeah, like the whole overall story kicked off because of Roman. I do hope we get more Roman, man. I maintain Roman helped. Roman was in Woodsboro when the murders were taking place, and he helped Stu.
That's going to be our opening scene.
Right.
That's going to be our opening scene. The house burning down is the last scene.
Well, you think it's the Marine murder is going to be the opening?
I
don't think see the murder.
I'll put
That
this
would
way.
be-
It's not the opening. We're going to see something like that in a flashback. I feel a dream sequence, something or whatnot. You know what I mean? I personally think it could happen. I personally want to see it happen. I don't want to see like the extra, well, see, now that I think about it, no, there was no assault. A lot of people think that when they killed her, they assaulted her too, because they said that she was raped and murdered. But we have to keep in mind
Yes.
her and Cotton just had sex.
Yeah, I used to think that when I was a kid.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So
Billy did that, but
I mean,
no.
me personally, I mean, you think about it, I mean, it's Billy and them weren't in costume. So is it impossible to think like, we get a flashback scene where Billy and Stu show up, Marine lets him in, she thinks, Billy and Stu are there for Sydney. And then we see some like Stu, like Billy kind of talking to Marine, like kind of in a way like that's hinting at like he knows about her and Hank, and then like we see Maureen like oh shit, and then like we see them chase after her, and then we see her get killed or whatever. I do think we could see something like that. I don't, like I said, I don't think the house burning is the opening scene. So if there could be an opening scene, why not let it be that? It'd be different too. You know what I mean? That would be something different. You know what I mean? Not having an opening kill attack, not having an opening kill, opening scene kill that is present. We have an opening scene kill that is from the past. You know what I mean? That would be different. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind that being the opening scene of the movie, especially if this is supposed to be a Sidney Prescott centric story, and we're supposed to focus on Sidney, and we're supposed to focus on her relationship and her maturation as a parent. Well, why would it be surprising to see in the beginning of the movie how her own parent was killed by the guys who started all this?
Right. Do you think Roman was there that night?
Yeah, I do. I'll put this way: how I would do it. I mean, and stuff. Basically, after Billy and Stu do what they got to do, whatever. Billy plants the coat in Cotton's car. We see Billy and Stu get in another car, and Roman's the driver.
Right.
Drives away.
And remember, in Scream 3, and this always confused me when I was a kid, but it would make sense now. Roman claimed that he killed her. He didn't, like, when he would write those notes, he never said I was involved in the killing. No, he said I killed her.
Yeah,
I always took that as in like I orchestrated it, kind of like Marilyn Manson, or not Marilyn Manson. Yeah, Manson. No,
Charles Manson.
Yeah, kind of like Charles Manson. Like Charles Manson got convicted of the murders. He orchestrated them.
Yep.
Like
he put everything into motion.
Yeah, he caused it to happen. That's the way I always took it.
He was the mastermind. Yeah.
Yeah, I eventually took it as that too, but I feel like thinking about it now, I'm like, maybe he was like part of the actual killing, maybe, but I don't know. Who knows?
All right, I do want to get to some of these comments and stuff. Brisk with the bars saying, to me, the only thing that absolutely makes sense is to bring the movies full circle. Go back to the beginning with Stu being the killer to end it all. I mean, yeah, I want to see Stu alive, and I want to see Stu revealed as a killer and stuff. And I agree, kind of bring it full circle and stuff, but bring it full circle in a way that makes a lot of sense. And to me, it almost has to be, I don't want to say flawless, but it has to be spot on. But if there's anybody I trust to do it and get it spot on, it's Kevin Williamson, because he started this. This is his baby. He created this. I mean, so he created these characters and stuff. So I think that if Stu's going to be revealed alive and he is the killer again and stuff, we will see the movies entirely be brought full circle. That's why I mentioned it on Destin's stream about, could we see, the whole, or will we get an explanation as to who was the killer from Woodsboro who called Gail in Scream 6? Because that was a Woodsboro phone number that called her. You know what I mean? Wasn't Richie and Amber and them. They're not from there. You know what I mean? And stuff. That was somebody from Woodsboro. You know what I mean? Who called Gail. So I don't think they are going to explain it. I agree with Eric. I don't think they're going to go that deep into explaining that. But I personally...
Amber was from Woodsboro.
Huh?
Amber was from Woodsboro.
But we're talking about Scream 6. During the phone call before Gail's attack scene in Scream 6, Amber was already dead.
Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, but so was Richie.
Yeah.
And Richie, like, she got Sam got a call from Richie's number. So I don't think it's possible for them to...
But it wasn't, we didn't see Richie's actual phone number. We just seen it said Richie. When the person called Gail on her home phone, we seen the area code and everything, and it's a Woodsboro area code. It's a
but what I'm saying is that could be from, and it makes sense. Gail wouldn't have Amber. I'm just saying Amber was from Woodsboro, so if it was like someone calling from her number,
right?
Gail wouldn't have her number.
God, I muted myself to blow my nose.
It would show up as Richie Kirsch on her phone as well. If she has caller ID, and if they didn't block the number, if the number,
they can do that. Like I think Ghostface always blocks a number. except for when he called Sam, because when they called Sam, they wanted that psychological thing to kick in.
Right.
Of her seeing Richie's phone number and being like, okay,
Right.
well, this is going to go down.
Right. I'll be honest, man. I feel like because we believe it was Stu who attacked Gail, that would be cool if they do explain that was Stu who called her in Scream 6. You know what I mean? And he kills her in this one. He didn't get her the last time, but he got her ass this time. You know what I mean? Like,
remember, I still think Stu's dead. He's my favorite Ghostface ever. In my second favorite character in the series. Oh yeah, dude. I don't know. It like, especially if it's saying that he's been involved with the last ones. Those are the only way to make sense of it, is that he was involved all along, so it doesn't seem stupid, or that he was in a coma or something. But still, that's dumb. I don't know, man.
All I'm saying is this, and I said it a few months ago when I dropped a video talking about it, and I'm going to stand on business until I get proven otherwise. When the man said, "I play a fairy godmother, and it's going to slay," and then we see the fairy princess poster in Pine Grove, that is an obvious play on Sleeping Beauty. What happens in Sleeping Beauty? The evil witch who was basically, she was exiled. She wasn't invited to the newborn kid's christening because everybody thought she was dead. But she was not dead. She was hiding out for so many years. And then when the king and queen's newborn child was born, that's when she decided to make a reappearance or whatever. So I'm sorry. The man's going to be a real life fairy godmother. My boy is coming back. I'm trying to tell you, Jordan. Listen. To me, you don't say things like that and it's not going to stay true, especially when you got people like us who really analyze movies and break shit down. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, that sounds like some Sleeping Beauty shit, where the witch or whatever, the evil entity, was thought to be dead for so many years, only to reveal themselves as alive. What if so many Stu truthers have been thinking for so many years? Stu is alive and he's been hiding out and he faked his death.
Right.
That's what I think.
What if Roman was actually in Woods? Here, let me ask you guys this: do you guys think Roman was like in Woodsboro during Scream 1, or do you think he was gone?
He was definitely there.
He was
and
there.
I can tell you exactly where you see him.
In the store, in the woods.
In the store, and then standing outside. It's never made sense for that to be Stu or Billy for me, because they are directly tied to the victims that have already been killed. So if they got caught with it, they risk something by doing that.
Yep.
Cotton, or not Cotton. Roman knows who the hell Roman is. He could just play like he's playing a prank.
Right. What if, dude?
I even had this
what
idea.
If Roman?
I even had this idea that Roman was at the house in the final act.
Yeah.
And
what if you drag
Stu
Stu?
out?
That's what I was saying. Yeah. What if he dragged Stu out?
I also
have an entire short film.
It's not
where
just
I talk about this.
It's
He's
not
the
even
second
that.
killer. In
Roman
Scream.
was the one who killed Tatum.
Maybe.
The reason why I say that, if you really think about it in regards to the timing and stuff, Stu had to tend to the party. Could Billy have done it? Yes, but the killer went back inside the fucking house. You know what I mean? Billy would have had to go undress and then had to creep around all those people just to get all the way back around. And
Whoever it was wouldn't only have had to undress, they would have had to completely change, because they had beer bottles busted on their chest. They would have been soaking wet.
Yes. Yeah, great point. Fucking excellent point, Eric. And this is another thing. Remember when they do the fake out scene with Billy, and Sydney goes to run out of the room and she locks Ghostface in Stu's parents' room. Now, apparently there is like a trap door in that little hallway that leads all the way around to where the stairs is. Remember when Ghostface comes and pops out when she's like trying to get to the stairs and he quickly like meets her there. Well, I always felt that was way too that's too fast. No, it is, because if you really look at where Stu's parents' own room is, and you do the time, you count it, he would have had to get all the way around there in a matter of 3 seconds. I'm sorry. He's 6'4", and I'm sure he can gallop. He ain't making that fucking corner in 3 seconds. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And then this is another thing. There's a room where if you look closely at that scene again, when Ghostface meets her at the stairs and it stops, and Ghostface is looking up at her. If you look back in that room, there's a chair that has been pulled out as if somebody was sitting in that chair in that back room. I'll also point out that when Billy came tumbling from the stairs, he came out of that same exact room. So that kind of tells me that could have been where they changed roles.
Hey, but Billy, I don't know. You probably know Zach Cherry. He ever since I watched his Who Killed Who a few years ago, Billy, I believe he did come out of the room for a while, and then he went back upstairs to fall down the stairs. Have you seen Zach Cherry?
That's what I'm saying. I do think obviously he came out of the room to obviously do some chases and stuff like that. But then when we see him tumble down the stairs, where do we see him come out of? That side door that's by the stairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if there is somebody else in the house or Roman, that would be where Roman was hiding.
Right.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Bro, I'm sorry. There's a chair pulled out as if somebody was sitting up in there chilling, waiting for shit to go down. I believe Roman was there that night of the original murders. I do. And I agree with Eric. If Stu is alive, it was Roman who helped him escape and basically nursed him to health and kept him in hiding for so long because Roman had the fucking money to do it.
And what if Stu was the second killer in Scream 3?
I believe he is.
Yeah.
Think about it. And me and Eric talked about this a while ago. And it even kind of dawned on us because we didn't really think about it in the moment at the time. But think about this. Why the fuck did Roman have Stu Macher's replicated house? What was he going to do with it in Stab 3?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Remember, the first house, the first replica that Sidney walks through is Stu's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe it was a flashback.
What was Roman going to do with that? And then on top of that, the scene inside of Sidney's replicated house. Ghostface knew every single spot in regards to the original chase scene that happened in Sidney's house. The only person who would know that is Stu, because he was the one who was there. Roman wouldn't have known that. He wouldn't have known that.
I've always maintained my biggest clue that Stu is alive is in part 6 in the shrine. When we see that drawing of Principal Embry.
Yes.
And the only person who knows what he looks like laying on the ground in his office are the two people who killed him there. Because remember, when the police found him, Randy says it out loud. The police found Principal Embry strung up from the goalpost.
Yes. So that means he had to have had help getting him up there.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, however, in the drawings within the shrine of Principal Embry, it doesn't show. It doesn't show him on the goalpost. It shows him laying in his office.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that was Billy that killed him, though. I mean, it could have been either one of them, though.
No,
I think it was both of them, because right before that happens, they had just left school, and it was Stu with Tatum and Sydney. Tatum and Sydney run off to the convenience store, and we just see Stu go off a different direction. So Stu is literally right by the school, the direct scene before he gets murdered.
Yep. I think it was Stu, because remember when Principal Embry pushes the door, what is Ghostface doing? He has his hands raised above his head. That's what.
Does he stab him like this?
I want to be accurate.
I can't remember because
I think he stabs him just straight up, but
he was like this, and then
he was doing that at first, and then he stabbed him.
Okay.
or whatever and stuff like that. So I don't know if he, like, the first stab he used both hands like he was using with Billy.
Right.
Both hands clutched side stabbing him, the fake out. But I do believe it was Stu who killed Principal Hembry. I believe personally, Stu outside of I believe Stu is the one who killed. I think he did all the murders in Scream 1. I think he was the one who did them all. Billy was the orchestrator. He was the puppet master.
I think Billy killed what's her face?
Who, Casey?
Billy. Yeah.
Nope, that was Stu. I'm gonna tell you why that was Stu.
But Stu got knocked out because she hit him in the face. You could hear Stu's voice, and then Billy jumps out of the way.
She hit Ghostface, through the window or whatever and stuff like that, or whatever. But I still think, that wasn't a hard enough hit to knock him out. They knocked him down, but to me, the person who was inside the house chasing her is the same person who comes outside and chases her and stuff or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you why I believe that. Because when they finally get to her and they stab her and they take her out, when they take the mask off or whatever, the killer's shaking, the knife is shaking. And she obviously knows who it is. Now, this is why I don't believe it was Billy. Why would Billy be scared to stab her? There would be no emotion. Stu was in love with Casey. Remember, they dated. Stu was in love with Casey. And remember how defensive Stu got when Randy brought that up in front of Tatum.
Yeah, for like a minute.
Yeah, until she's dumped him for Steve. I thought you dumped him for me. I did.
I did.
You know what I mean? Bro, that was, to me, Stu who killed Casey because he was jealous that she left him for Steve.
I think anytime Ghostface chokes the victim, that's Billy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And I get it. I get that he did it in that moment. You know what I mean? I get it. He did it at the end with, Sydney and stuff like that. But for me, there's no real emotion. There's no reason to hesitate stabbing Casey. That hesitation and the shaking of the knife. I'm sorry.
I think it was just dramatic effect, honestly.
No, yeah, I don't think that was. I think that was played for the movie.
I'm going with Stu. We
can't prove it either way.
I think Billy would tell Stu, it has to be you to kill her because look what she did to you. You know what I mean? That it does not make any sense, in my opinion, for Billy to kill either Steven or Casey. Billy was on the phone.
Unless Stu got knocked out with the phone.
No, he did that. No, bro.
Because there's even a different mask in the next scene too, and it's too quick.
But no, it's not. No, bro, that didn't knock him out.
Yeah, I personally, I kind of think I'm actually on the train of Billy. I can't prove it either way. I think either way presents, makes sense if you look at it the right way. Either way doesn't make sense if you look at it the other way.
We'll also see.
I like that. Though. I like that they do it that way, where you can say it could have been both of them. Whereas, like hell, you think about the Ghostface in the apartment in Scream 6, it couldn't have been either of them.
Right. But this is why I also believe
just goofy.
Is when her mom's on the phone and Ghostface is dragging her, and she's like, I can hear her, and stuff like that. And she's like, honey, I think she's out. And you hear the person say, it sounds like sorry, but I can't make it out. But if you listen to the voice, that's Stu.
No, he says, hey, like, I think it's Billy saying, hey, because I think Stu woke up and he was like, he saw him, he was like, hey, because Zach Cherry was talking about it. He was like, hey, and he like slowed it down, and it sounded like it was Roger L. Jackson's voice saying, hey, in like a muffled voice.
No, that sounded nothing like Roger L. Jackson. And nothing against Zach. I don't know what he heard. That sounded nothing like
I'm going to have to go back and watch part 1 again tonight.
It's like, sorry! Like, it's kind of goofy sounding or whatnot. That's exactly how it sounded, somewhat goofy. And I'm like, that's fucking Stu. You know what I mean? Like you can tell too, and even Skeet has admitted this at a convention or whatnot. they were having problems with the Ghostface modulator. So if you go back and rewatch Scream 1 and listen closely, some of those phone calls, you can tell it's Skeet Ulrich. You can tell it's Billy.
Oh, really?
Yep. Absolutely. Especially when he calls Sydney at the house. Listen real closely. You'll be like, yeah, that's Skeet.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, they were having issues with the voice modulator actually like disguising their voice at first.
Oh, when they're in person.
In the movie, there's moments in the movie where you can hear Skeet's actual voice coming through.
You mean after the reveal, right?
No, I'm talking about even before that. In the opening scene, it happens. You hear it in Sydney's phone call. You know what I mean? You can hear that.
They never actually call.
You know what I mean? And stuff. Skeet even said that there's moments where they actually did call and stuff, and that they were having issues with the modulator.
No, they never called using a modulator. Any phone call was done by Roger L. Jackson. Like
that's not what he said at the convention.
No, man, they never called through a voice box. Like every phone call you hear, Roger L. Jackson is on set, actually on the phone talking to them.
I don't know. That's not what he said at the convention. That's all I'm saying. I heard it from the man's own mouth. But
in person, there is a time where you're supposed to be able to hear when Ghostface is chasing Sydney up the stairs. Very briefly, you're supposed to be able to hear Matthew's voice when he gets hit with something.
Right. Go ahead. I'm gonna go get my charger. Oh, Jordan dropped. Go ahead, keep talking. I have to.
No, you're good, man. But like they never record their voice through a modulator to get other than in person. Like when I don't know what he was talking about, but the only time that they talk through the voice box is in the finale. And you hear his voice coming through at that point because that's not really how they made the voice on the phone calls and everything.
That's not what Skeet said. Skeet said there was moments where they were basically using the modulator to do calls, and you could tell it was him because they were having issues. That's what he said.
I'm just if they're doing that, then I don't know why they would pay Roger L. Jackson to come back.
Well, I see it as things like, I mean, maybe there were certain instances or whatever. You know how this shit can fucking go sometimes, man, or whatever. Maybe there were certain fucking scenes where they wanted it to basically they wanted to make it sound like the actual persons while also trying to give off that illusion that it's not them. You know what I mean? And shit, it's movie magic. Oh, hold on. Jordan's back. There you go.
Yo, my phone died.
No, you're good, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what he's talking about. I've never heard him say that, but I do know from like behind the scenes stuff that every phone call that is made on screen is actually done live. Like it's not pre-recorded. Roger L. Jackson actually talks to them from on set.
Hold on real quick. All right, now I'm back. There we go. Everything's set up. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? I just know what the man said because somebody had asked him about it at a convention about there's certain moments in the movie where you can tell it's not Roger L. Jackson's voice and stuff. And he said, oh, no, yeah, there was definitely issues with, certain modulators and stuff like that. Like, and even I can tell it and stuff. Go back and rewatch that scene, hear that phone call with Sydney. That sounds like Skeet Ulrich. It sounds nothing like Roger L. Jackson if you really listen to it. Sounds like Skeet Ulrich.
Wait, the first phone call Sydney gets?
Yep.
No, that's definitely
Roger L. doing?
No, I don't think so. I think that's Skeet a little bit in there. It sounds like him.
I don't know, dude, because I think they did. Don't they just do what they do in all the movies where they basically just have Roger L. do the voice acting and then make it sound,
Yeah, but you got to also think this too. They also did moments where they dressed up in the Ghostface costume to do chase scenes or do whatever. So who's to say if they can do that? Who's to say they wasn't in on some of the calls? You know what I mean? And stuff, or to do that. You know what I mean?
I think whoever said that they were
See,
having problems?
even Stella said that. Skeet did say something about an issue with a voice modulator.
I feel like it was just like the when they were using it handheld at the end.
Yeah, when they reveal it at the end, that's the only time you actually see them use it.
And then it does sound like them when they use it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really sound like Roger L. like it does in Scream 5 when Richie uses it. I think that's what they're talking about.
I don't think so.
I think whoever, like, first of all, and I'm not trying to discredit your source. Did you see Skeet say this yourself?
Yes.
You were at the convention where you saw it.
No, I'm saying it was on video, live on a panel. These people were there at the convention. It was live on a panel. I can't remember exactly which one it was because they do so fucking many or whatnot. But I remember just checking this out, and I'm like, yeah, I want to watch it because, you know, it's Scream and Skeet and all that stuff. And I remember listening to that, and I'm like, yo, there were certain particular scenes where I'm like, yo, that doesn't sound like Roger L. Jackson. That actually sounds like Billy. That sounds like Skeet and stuff like that. And I'll even, like, you know what I mean? Even growing up, my mom's even fucking thought that. She's like, that's not the guy who, you know, it's supposed to be like the voice guy. That's Billy. You can tell. Like, you know what I mean? And shit, like, you can't, like, if you listen really closely, you can tell that was Skeet in certain moments. You definitely can.
Yeah, I don't, man. I'm gonna rewatch it because I disagree, man. I've watched part 1 so many times, and there's never been a time where I thought that wasn't Skeet or that wasn't Roger L. Jackson. Because if you were gonna do that, you wouldn't pay an entire another actor to come in to record the line. You would just have the actors do it through the voice box. Plus, speaking through a speaker into a phone causes reverberation. It wouldn't work. You'd have to hold it really far back, and then I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't. I've never seen anything about that. I've never heard anything about it.
Stella said she's going to look for the video for us because she's seen it on YouTube as well.
I think the question might have gotten misunderstood, is what I'm thinking happened. Because they do talk into the voice modulator at the end. He actually holds it. Like, you see both Billy and Stu.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't sound like Roger L. It sounds like
I'll say this: when Stu speaks into it, it sounds more like Roger L. than Billy's.
Yeah,
it does. It definitely does. Like,
well, I think what they do there is they actually layer Roger's video audio over it to make it sound like
right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I've never heard anything about that. I'm gonna go back and rewatch the first one tonight. I'm actually gonna have to jump off here. It's about 3 a.m.
I am about to close it down. Sorry, everybody, if I didn't get to a lot of your comments. I am about to breeze through some real quick. Brett James Bishop, what's going on, bro? Saying, hey, look at these handsome fellas. Brett, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow night, but when I get off work, I will be going live for a late night watch party of The Shape of Halloween.
I was just about to say, like, if you don't mind me plugging dude's video, he's got, dude. Have you seen it yet, man?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've held out because I wanted to watch it here with the audience and stuff like that. So now when I get off work tomorrow, it's going to be a late night one again like this, but we're going to have a great time. It's Halloween, so why not?
What time you get off?
I'll be off. I'll get off around 12 o'clock, but I won't be in the door probably back until 12:30, 12:45
a.m. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because damn, I was about to say because I actually got to go to 2 jobs tomorrow, bro. So
yeah,
but I'm off by 7 though.
I mean, if you get some sleep and if you're up, you know what I mean, by the time I'm off or whatever, you want to come on, let me know because you know what I mean, this is happening. And Brett, let me know, man, if you're, you know, available tomorrow night because then you can come on as well and we can watch your fan film, bro, The Shape of Halloween. And I see it's doing really well, bro. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you, man. And I can't wait to, you know, get it up here on the live stream and watch it. Like, I'm super excited to watch that, but I've been holding out so I can watch it here with everybody else.
They also got, dude, the views. They've gotten a whole ton of views on the thing. I think it's over 1 million already.
Yeah, bro. He's cooking. He is cooking.
Dang. That's good.
Yeah.
Heck
He was
yeah.
cooking. Yeah, Stella saying that was at least 2 years ago. Yeah, if we can find it, Stella, we can find it. If not, it's no real worries and stuff. But if you do, let me know. Send me a link and stuff like that, and we'll check it out.
Wait,
Yeah,
find
the
what?
Shape
Does
of
he have a
Halloween was
film?
Huh?
The Shape of
You got
Halloween is
what-
currently at 1.2 million subscribers. Sorry, or 2 million views.
Oh, that's dope.
Good shit, Brett. That's what's up. That's awesome because I know how hard he's been working over the last 3-4 years to get that movie done and stuff, and to see how well it's doing and to see the positive feedback. I'm happy. He deserves it. What was you saying, Jordan?
Oh yeah. What was 2 years ago? This was at least 2 years ago. It says.
When Billy did the panel that apparently talking about
the ski panel.
Oh,
yeah. Stella
That's
says she's
good.
going to try to find it. Like I said, if she can, cool. If we can find it, cool. If not, we're not going to sweat it.
Heck yeah. Hey, if y'all don't do a Scream centric stream tomorrow at all, let's like get together like in November or something, do another one.
Well, I'm actually about to boot up the fucking podcast. You know what I mean? And stuff. Like I already got I've been had my thumbnail and overlay and stuff created for it and stuff. Now I just want to set it out a couple weeks just so I can get some promotion on it and stuff like that. But I'm booting that some bitch up. It's happening. It's time. You know what I mean? It's time to do it.
And this the one you were talking about where it's gonna be every Saturday?
Yes. Every Saturday, I go to work at 2:00, so it will be Saturday afternoons around 11 and 12. Oh, wait.
Damn, bro! You know it's crazy. I just started a second job where on Saturdays I'm gonna work 10 to 10.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I would schedule it for Sundays, but the thing is everybody's right now is consumed with football on Sundays. You know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure, bro.
That wouldn't be a good spot. But fuck
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I might switch it. I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I want to do Saturdays, but it might not be in the cards. One way or another, I'm going to get it out, and we'll see exactly what day and what times I'll be putting that out. But it's happening. It has to
For
happen.
sure. Heck yeah, bro. But yeah, keep it on Saturdays, man. Just we'll find some way to stream together, like on because you could probably do, I don't know, maybe an extra stream 1 month or something, if that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, something like that, bro.
Yeah, we can figure it out, bro. You already know we don't always gotta talk about Scream and shit like that. We could talk about other stuff. Shit, I know I'm gonna be talking about some of these movies that I didn't get to talk about over the last couple months, like Together, The Black 2, Strangers Chapter 2,
Weapons.
and stuff like that. Weapons, yeah, that was a banger.
Bro, Weapons and The Black Phone 2, both of those movies to me are 10 out of 10.
I seen The Black Phone 2 in Lexington with Eric and Destin at the fucking theater, bro. Yeah. Eric can tell you I was fucking loving it, bro. Like that is I really like it. I think it's a solid sequel. For me, I like it a little tad bit more than the original.
Dude, it's so violent.
Yes.
Like so violent.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Yeah,
hell
dude. Yeah. And dude, I haven't watched the original since it first came out. I remember being underwhelmed by the first one. This was amazing. I feel like if I rewatch the first one, I'll like it a lot more. But I think this might be better for me, in my opinion.
Question: When is November the 16th?
That is in 17 days.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, but that's a Saturday or Sunday. Do we know?
That is a Friday. Or no, hold on. That is a Monday.
A Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might not work. That fucking sucks, man. God, I just
What
wish
are you planning on doing? Like a stream?
No, because Teal Kit says video idea Nightmare on Elm Street marathon on November 16th, the OG's debut, if possible. I don't know about a marathon because unfortunately I do work Mondays and stuff, but maybe
the 16th is on the Sunday.
Oh, the 16th is on a Sunday.
You asked about the 17th. The 16th is a Sunday.
Oh, I could have sworn I said the 16th. I must be getting tired.
You wait.
Anyway.
You might have said 16th. No, you did. That's on me. That's on me.
I thought he said 17.
So whatever. It doesn't matter.
No, he said when is the 16th, and I said it's 17 days away.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. Yeah.
So that's
So the
yeah.
17th is on a Sunday, then that could work. I mean, I don't know about like a crazy marathon like I usually do, like them fucking 6-hour ones, but I probably could maybe squeeze in a double feature and stuff. Actually, I'll talk to Destin about that. That'd be perfect for Woodsboro Cinema Club because it's on a Sunday and Nightmare on Elm Street is Destin's favorite shit. So that would work out perfectly. So yeah, Till Kit, I'm gonna talk to Destin about that. So that'll probably most likely go down. Like maybe me and Destin can do 2 movies on his channel, or 2 movies on his channel, do a double feature, and then do a double feature, run it back on my channel and stuff. Yeah, I'm not against that. You know, I could definitely watch me some fucking New Nightmare.
Dude, you know, I don't think I've ever like watched of Freddy movie, but I know the plots of all of them. So, and I've held off on watching them fully because I feel like I want to react to them, even though I know most of the shit. But I've never actually watched them, really.
Bro, you gotta watch them. They're fun. They're really good, especially the first one. The second one, and third one. I like the second one a lot more now than I did back then. Dream Warriors, but I'd say if I had to give you my favorite sequels, it's number 3 and I believe number 6, which is Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Right,
yeah,
right.
number 5 is Dream Child, and then it goes to 6.
Yeah.
So it's 1.
No, 5 is Freddy's Dead. Dream Child's 4.
No, I thought Dream. Okay.
Dream Warriors is 3. Dream Child is Freddy's Dead is 5, and then
No, it's Dream Warriors, Dream Master, Dream Child.
That's right, Dream Master. That's right, Dream Master. I forgot about Dream Master.
Yeah. So so it's 1 Freddy's Revenge, Dream Warriors, Dream Master, Dream Child, Freddy's Dead, New Nightmare remake.
Yeah. And I gotta rewatch all the Final Destination movies because I don't know if I watched 1 through 5 in their entirety. I just remember the kills. But dude, have you changed your mind on Final Destination 6, Marcus?
No, it's just trash.
Are you serious?
Nope. It's trash.
Which one?
At first, didn't you say it was all right, but you weren't too hot on it?
It's trash. The more I watch it, the more
is 6 the newest one, Bloodlines?
Yeah, Bloodlines.
It was all right. I liked it, but I didn't think it was anything like anything groundbreaking, you know?
Right.
I loved it, bro.
It had its moments. It had its moments, but it was too cartoonish. It was entirely too bright. It didn't capture the fucking darkness that, to me, the other ones in the franchise did. Even 4 was a little bit more, like, in terms of cinematography, had a little bit more darkness to it. And I feel like with those movies, it's so important to keep that darkness, and they didn't. They made everything so bright and so colorful, and it was just like, ugh. And the characters suck. The only characters I liked was the 2 brothers, Eric and Bobby. That's it.
The dude that played John Murphy from 1 After the 100.
Those 2, if they would have been the main characters, maybe I'd feel differently.
Yeah.
But the main characters, they just didn't. The girl and the brother, they didn't do it for me. They just blah. You know what I mean? I didn't like how at the end we didn't get what happened to Eric's mom. Like what happened to the mom? Where's she? Like
Wait, the mom.
the mom.
Oh yeah, what did happen to her?
And
Well,
then-
she wasn't related, wasn't she?
You know what I mean? And stuff. Yeah, but she was still, you know what I mean? She was still like part of the family. What like
Right.
what did she have to say about her son's dying?
Right.
Like, you know, like, and just also I didn't like how the grandmom was all like, oh, you know, oh, I catch you like oh, I see you trying to get me death. It's just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, that was the comedic element, I think. But-
I actually did like that part. I like that because you got to think of how
Yeah, but it just I don't know. It felt like a Final Destination movie with the kills. It didn't feel like it in regards to characters and atmosphere, and that's just why I can't fuck with it. To me, that's why I love part 1, 3, and 5 so much, is because they had the darkness elements that I'm looking for. The kills were great, but the characters, you wanted to see these characters. You wanted to root for them. You wanted them to cheat death. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, I will say this though.
Mm-hmm.
I will watch it. I will only watch it again because it is the last movie Tony Todd was in.
Right, dude. Yeah, and maybe it's because I would go on a limb and say that I haven't watched the first 5, but I know I have because I remember specific kills. But it would basically be like watching it for the first time. Maybe once I rewatch the first 5, maybe I'll feel differently about the 6th.
Right.
But I don't know. I love the 6th one, bro. I like the main character. You know what I'm saying? I like the dude that played John Murphy in the 100. Yeah, man. I liked most of the characters, man. I liked it.
Yeah, I wish Devon Saul would be brought back. I never believe Alex Browning died, but that's neither here or there. Teal Kid,
yeah, Weapons is a classic.
Yeah, is a modern classic. Darkness Falls, that's an underrated gem for me. Blair Witch, etc. 1. We are going to head out for tonight, guys. I know Eric's got to get going and stuff like that, and it is 3:12 here in the morning and stuff. But have no fear, because I am going to be posting a new stream video, and we are going to be doing the Shape of Halloween watch party when I get off of work tomorrow. Again, it's going to be another late stream like this one, but it's going to definitely happen. I just got to set it up. Also, real quick, because Paul is saying we should do a Scream marathon and maybe watch the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, I plan on watching Screams 3. I think 3, 5, and 6, because we already did 1, 2, and 4, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm most likely leading into the movie going to do 3, 5, and 6, and then I do plan on revisiting I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. So we'll definitely have those coming down the line. But everybody, thank you all for being here. This has been a blast. You know what I mean? Jordan, Eric, thank you for being here. Destin, I know you're fucking sleeping, buddy, but if you see this ending of the stream, thank you for being here. This has been a great time. What a way to come back, after a couple months of not being able to do much content. We finally got the Scream 7 trailer, and I'm ready to get back into watching it and going over it multiple times to see what I missed and to see if my thoughts change. So, again, this was a great night. I will catch you guys in tomorrow night's live stream. Everybody get some rest. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Hey.